On the remote Canon Data Center Manager application, you can see the status of the cooling units, all its data. We can also have a look at the general overview of the cabinets. We can see how much power the row of cabinets are consuming. We can see how much cooling they're being provided with. We can see status of UPS. We can even view remote CCTV cameras that are mounted within. When we look at any of the cabinets in detail, just click on them, select the module that's picking up the data. In this case it's the Highline display, which is effectively the backbone of the data system. And this will now show us the status of this cabinet remotely from anywhere in the world. All it needs is a single IP connection and you can connect 24 of these intelligent cabinets together. You can see here the status of intelligent PDUs. It's bringing in the data from both the A and B channels, and they're split in this case into two 16-amp feeds. It can also give us the totals, both of the A PDU, B PDU, and the total of the cabinet itself, in this case A plus B. We can also see any alarms should they be occurring. They might be over temperature, there might be fan failures, they may be access event alarms, somebody's tried to access the cabinet when they shouldn't have done. We're also monitoring the doors remotely. We can unlock them if we've got permission, in which case I have, and I have to put a reason in. We'll unlock the cabinet remotely. We can also see if somebody tries to attempt access by actually breaking the lock's wiring, all from this simple display. We can even see the status of the Highline display. This is very useful when you're writing new messages for customers, because you can actually see a mimic display here of what would display on the cabinet. And this allows you to do so without having to be stood in front of the cabinet. We can look at the fan control unit, the side mount cooling unit in this case, in more detail. We can see each individual fan's speeds. We can see the temperatures both at the rear of the cabinet and at the front of the cabinet. We can see the water flow in and out if it was connected, in this case it's not. We can also see again any alarms, any statuses which are required actions, if you like. Any of these alarms can also send email messages out warning us of an event at the system. Obviously this system could be many hundreds of miles away from your network operations center, so the ability to receive those remote alarms is very important. We can also see a very simple diagram of how the airflow rotates around a cabinet. This is our cooling coil here, so you can see where the water will flow in and out. There's also alarms for condensate, and we can even stop the fans in the event of, say, a smoke event inside the cabinet. If a fire alarm system's gone off, we can cause the fans to stop at that point, and again give you a remote alarm and a remote condition. There's even an option of beacons on top of the cabinet, because the internal alarm may not be loud enough, and in a public space we can put 120 dB beacons on the roof to indicate that a fire has or is occurring within that cabinet.